and World Holy Name Festival is also going on, where all over the world, globally, many devotees, many temples, they have organized the congregational holy name with chanting. Many different temples are doing it. Okay, so let's start the sharing as well. I think we all are online now. So Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. In today's Shri Isopanisad session, this is all due to the glories of Srila Prabhupada Ji, all the hard work Srila Prabhupada Ji put together. And this slide expresses that he really walked his talks. He wrote a lot of books, he delivered a lot of sessions, but he also was the lead example of the devotional service, getting his hands on all the services, and he inspires us to follow that as well. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Let's do a quick Mangalacharan and then we shall resume to our Shri Shoknisa sessions. अज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुधापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च रूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथवितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील गुरुदेव महाराज की जय। श्रील
जय
की जय।
जय
जय श्री राधेश्याम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। Thank you so much for everyone in joining. So this is the invocation of mantra, which is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishyate. This mantra itself says that Krishna is Purna, and because we have emanated from Krishna, we are also Purna in Sat Chit Anand. And the whole process of a spiritual journey, self-realization, is just to realize, nothing to acquire, nothing to achieve, just to realize that we are also Sat, Chit, Anand, which is eternal conscious bliss. So we have gone through Shri Ishopanishad. They started from Ishavasyam principle. If we live with Ishavasyam principle that everything belongs to Ishwar, we will live in harmony. If we won't do that, then we won't able to live in harmony. We can only understand Ishwar by the spiritual vision, which is Guru Sadhu Shastra. Right and wrong Vidya, the understanding, the knowledge. Then right and wrong Upasana started from deity worship, Brahman realization, Paramatma, and then the Bhagwan realization. Right and wrong is in the comparison. And this is how Bhagavad Gita has been presented to Arjuna as well, where Lord Krishna said, if you can't do this, at least do this. If you can't do that, at least do this. And this is what right and wrong state is. Then that right at the end, the prayers to Ishwar revealing himself. And as we always discuss that this is very one-to-one process. We will go quickly what we have already discussed. In mantra 18, this is from Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji, and we have gone through all these slides in the past. The obstacles we get in the spiritual path, then how we can overcome them, so we can see the omnipotent Lord. So omnipotent Lord is everywhere. If the sun is shining, sun rays are everywhere. But because we are under the cloud, we cannot feel the warmth of the devotional service, and that's exactly what it is. Akarma, karma, vikarma, vikarma, negative karma is karma kand, and akarma is where what we say nishkam karma yoga, where we do something without expecting it and have more faith in his ability than the doubt about our own inability. This is what devotional service does it. This is what when Srila Prabhupada was going to America, somebody said that, are you going? You're taking Bhagavatam? And said, no. Bhagavatam is going, I'm going as a servant of Bhagavatam. So the emphasis is on the Lord and the potency of the Lord. If I can serve, it's not because I have the capacity, it's because the Lord has given me the capacity. And the Lord can give this to anyone, and Lord can withdraw this from anyone at any time. Of course, in Bhagavatam, the classic example of Arjun. Arjun was the superhero in Mahabharata, the biggest battle the world has seen. But the same Arjun was defeated by villagers. How that happened? Because Krishna was there making Arjun the winner. And similarly, if Krishna is there with us, Krishna is always there with us, but whether we feel and realize the presence or not. The battle against anarthas, the obstacles we all going to have, we have personally observed as well. But how to overcome the obstacles? And the why these anarthas are there, this is based because of our own past karma. This is our own baggage. And the good thing is that if we go, these are the phases. The first one, helpless defeat. A lot of people we see, some of the people might even commit suicide. They feel helpless and they get defeated. Suicide, finish, end. Some people they struggle, but they still don't get success. They get defeated. That's better than the first one, because in the first one, the person doesn't even struggle. The second one, we struggle, but we don't get success. We get defeated. But this is like a spiritual struggle. Next time when we struggle in the next birth, we are a bit better, we are a bit further. Hence, next time we struggle, and then we will success. So this like the gradation. And then the last one is the effortless success. We don't, it's not that we don't do the efforts, but we don't feel that we are doing the efforts. As you will see, a lot of devotees, there were like thousands of volunteers at Bhaktivedanta Manor in London, Watford Temple, during Janmashtami. You see, most of the devotees, they're tired. But if you see how happy they are, they are doing the effort, but they are so happy because the focus is somewhere else. Focus is not on their bodily pleasure. Focus is how we can serve. And this is like effortless success. Then Krishna will help in that. So the whole idea is never give up. This is spiritually, but of course, the same thing will go materially as well. Never ever we need to give up. That's why spiritual people are materially happy as well. Whether they are materially successful, whether they will become billionaire or millionaire is a different thing, but they will be materially satisfied and content with whatever they have. And that's what we are looking for. Even if somebody becomes millionaire or billionaire but not satisfied, they will do the bad thing to acquire more money and everything will be gone. A lot of time happens. There is some status where I think around 88% or even higher, those who win the lotteries here, especially in UK, around 88%, they within a year or so they come back where they were before they won the lottery, which means, and the lottery was in millions. So they became millionaire only for a year. What happened to all that wealth? They were not satisfied. They just lost it all. They enjoyed it, they kind of celebrated, they gave up. They couldn't make good use of it. That's nearly 90%. So only 10% people able to slowly, gradually grasp what they could do and put it in the longer way. Now, this is the second part of the presentation. Again, going into detail, hindrance on the path, the obstacles. We have seen there are six symptoms of surrender in devotional service. So the whole idea is to surrender. We are going in devotional service. We have seen these. If you wanna, we have gone through. We will see Radhesham Prabhuji's presentation today. But this is another based on top, but this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you see, there are three columns in this. First column, in the surrendering process, one should do what? Then the six divisions of surrenders are, and then the last one, in the process of surrender onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there are six items. We will quickly go, but they are in detail explained in the first one, right at the bottom, Chaitanya Charitamrita introduction, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. There are three. There is the beginning, Adi, and then middle, Madhya, and then the end, which is Anta. So Adi, Madhya, and Ant Leela. This is part of the middle, Madhya Leela. 22nd chapter, verse 100. And then the nectar of devotion, the last bit, nectar of devotion, 39 mantra. And we will see, we will do nectar of instruction first. There are only 11 mantras there. Then we move on to nectar of devotion. And this is whole Bhakti Shastri course done. Bhagavad Gita, Shri Isopanisad, nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion. 4 books, 1 course, Bhakti Shastri. And then hopefully with the blessings, we can move forward and we will able to cherish Srimad Bhagavatam, which is amazing. And we never need to finish Bhagavatam. There are so many stories, so many pastimes of so many great devotees there. And we can spend all our life doing that. Now, if you would like to go further and quickly go through these items, but even though hopefully we will reach there one day and do them in detail, but in the surrendering process, one should accept things favorable for discharging devotional service. So anything, when we accept or we give someone like present, we should always think if it's favorable, not materially, but devotional service. Like we usually get the bead bags, we get the books, we have the children books, we get it. And whenever we go to someone's place, we give away the present books. We have given Bhagavad Gita in the past, so this time we will go. Recently, I presented someone self-realization books, nectar of instruction books. These are very small books. Somebody who was a foodie presented him a higher taste of Srila Prabhupadaji's books. They are very small books. Even though somebody say, "Oh, I don't have a taste for reading," just have those. It's a very small book, and then even then and there you can open and refer to a few things, mm, cater for the taste, reject things which are unfavorable. So they are favorable, unfavorable. We got to, and this is what we have done in Shri Ishopanishad. What's favorable for our knowledge, but favorable not for us. We need to have that wisdom. All believe firmly in Lord's protection. So Lord is always there. Lord, as Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, I protect what my devotees have, and I provide what they need. Feel exclusively dependent on the mercy of the Lord. So there is nothing else, nothing else. If you remember, and this is what nobody has explained it, but this is how I remember that in the, of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji and the whole Gaudiya Mutt started from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji, and he always used to do Gauranga, Gauranga. And of course, the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji considering him the Gauranga. And His Holiness Jayapataka Swamiji Guru Maharaj always, he got a famous book, and all his enthusiastic lectures, they go and the Kirtan starts from Gauranga, Gauranga. Now, if we see Gaur Nitai and their deities, most of the time they have their hands up. Right? This is if you see the Mahabharata pastime where Draupadi, we call it Chirharan, right? There also, right at the end, initially it says, Acharyas have explained that she was holding on to the sari and she was praying to the Krishna. But at one point, she accepted that I can't protect myself. I have to exclusively be dependent on the mercy of the Lord. And she raised the hands and she said, Krishna. And that's kind of exclusivity we are looking for. Feel exclusively dependent on the mercy of the Lord. However, that doesn't mean that we won't do the efforts, but the efforts we will do will feel like effortless success. Remember, we just saw the 4 different levels. The last one was effortless. So the efforts are there, but we don't feel like we are doing the effort. So the karma has got to be there. But we need to remember that it's not our own karma, it's the mercy of the Lord. Have no interest separate from the interest of the Lord. So in one of the lectures recently, I think His Holiness Swam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj ji asked, Hare Krishna, Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Just a thought that which I do about mercy of the Lord. I always pray that we are nothing in this material world. Still, we want to lord over the material nature. It's only because of Krishna's causeless mercy that we are able to do each and everything, even tiny things like sweeping the floor or picking up something from the floor, to the major thing like building a temple. It's all because of Krishna's mercy. It's nothing, and this is something that I do in my prayers regularly. I just thought I would share with you.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's such a great realization. And you're right. It's a kind of meditation when we do anything and everything. It's it explains in Bhagavatam, there is a session, I think in Canto 3, that the whole body, they are we say 33, 33 crore, 33 crores, Devi Devta, demigods, they all help to run this body. And like I said in the past, I guess that, and I will try to create something like visual to remember that each and every indriya, or maybe the organs we have, anything which is operational in our body, has been supported by one of the demigod. So if Indra will not support us, we will not able to see. The eyes are there, and we've seen medically as well. A lot of time doctors will do all the tests and they'll say, we don't know what's wrong. Everything looks good. We don't know. And it says that at that time, because of our past karma, maybe because of the sin we did, by mistake we did something wrong. Indra, for example, if Indra has taken the support away, we cannot see. And now it's not only Indra. Indra, like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am the one. Even if you do the demigod worship, it's a kind of incomplete. Indirectly, you're praying to me. Krishna said directly in Bhagavad Gita, indirectly, you're praying to me. And I'm the one who gives all the powers, all the benedictions to the demigods to give it to you. So even if you want to pray to demigods, feel free to do that. But I'm the one who do it. So you're right, Mataji. Anything and everything we do in our life, it's even lifting the glass of water, and it says, "I am the taste of in the water." So that's again in Bhagavad Gita. So the very first thing, most of the time, we sip the water in the morning, or even the night if the cough comes, we drink water. Water is that basic necessity. And the taste of that water is Krishna. That's what Krishna is saying. So you're right, Mataji. And that's how devotees see Krishna everywhere.
Thank you,
Sure.
Prabhu.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So that's how we feel that we are dependent on Krishna, everything. Devotees, so like from Mayapur, Aniruddha Prabhuji is there, who is one of the coordinators. A great devotee. He has been serving for a long time and he's very young. Like most of the devotees, you would think that they got retired at 60 and then they went to Mayapur. But no, there are few devotees I know, they were like early 40s. And so if I will think I'm early 40s, I'm right in the middle of my career, materially 20 years worked and 20 years left. But some of the great devotees, they left around 40 and they are right there in Mayapur. So Prabhuji, I said something to him and we were chatting and Prabhuji replied, Gauranga. And when I also said something, then Prabhuji said, just to make sure that you understood, Gauranga at Mayapur means yes. So we were discussing something and he didn't say yes. He just said Gauranga. And he said that means yes. Which means even when the devotees during the process when they are exchanging, they rather than saying yes, they will just take the name of the Lord. That yes, we can able to do this by the mercy of the Lord. So, and there's no other interest. The whole interest is towards the Lord, that what Lord would like. And what was getting to recent lecture I have heard from His Holiness Swayam Bhagwan Keshav Maharaj Ji. There, Maharaj Ji, and Maharaj Ji is as young as us, nearly 44 years old. Maharaj Ji is so much learned that the way he presents. Maharaji asked a very basic question that which is so there are 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita, and which are the two verses right in the middle of Bhagavad Gita. Now it was easy to say that there are 18 chapters, so the verses must be from ninth chapter. And these two verses are 9:13 and 9:14. And great verses, go for in your own time. But the summary of those two verses, 9:13 and 9:14, which are right in the middle of Bhagavad Gita, they explain that you have no interest separate from interest of the Lord. That this is what you need to do, what Lord desires. That's it. You don't have your own desires. Hence, we are servant. Servants, they don't have any desires. They just do what the owner would like it. Krishna sent us here. Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita, and a lot of acharyas explain the instructions. We just need to follow the instructions, and we will see when we will do nectar of instruction. The instructions are so clear, and they never mind spiritually, because spiritually sometimes we doubt that will this happen? What will happen in next birth? What will happen when I will die? Will this happen or not? I don't know. But nectar of instruction is the very first four verses are so straightforward. Never mind spiritually, materially, we will get benefit, and it will be easy for us to see. Yes, yeah, if we do these things materially, it will be helpful. And these instructions are given to us, which will help us materially, but they will eventually help us in our spiritual progress, which means that this is the holistic view. Our acharyas, they were not one-sided, that okay, forget the material, only look for spiritual. The way they gave the instructions is like we will be materially success, materially healthy, and then we will able to do spiritual devotional service. And that was really, really powerful. And hopefully we will get to it. So always feel oneself meek and humble. Meek and humble. This is again from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji Shiksha Ashtakam. The very first verse, Darpano. It's well, we are as humble as the blade of grass, and beautiful. So this is in the surrendering process. This is what we should do. Now, the six divisions very quickly, the acceptance of those things favorable to devotional service. We have seen this. The rejection of unfavorable things. We have seen that. The conviction that Krishna will give protection. The acceptance of the Lord as one's guardian or master. Full self surrender and humility. These six divisions of surrender you will see very similar to the surrendering process. They have been given different places. So the author of which is Krishna Kaviraj Goswami ji of Chaitanya Charitamrita, who has given the autobiography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji, if I put it that way. All the leelas, all the evident leelas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji are there. And then in the introduction, he mentioned that. And then in the Madhya Leela, he also mentioned that. And all these six are exactly same if you will see. Right? Now, again, if you go, and this is how, so these two are from the same Grantha, Chaitanya Charitamrita, from the same author. But see the third thing. Third column is from different, it's from Nectar of Devotion, which is from Rupa Goswami ji. And he's also saying the same six things, which is in the process of surrender onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, six items are important. Exactly six things. To accept everything favorable for devotional service, to reject everything unfavorable for devotional service, to believe that Krishna will always give protection, to identify oneself with Krishna's devotees. So somebody said, I don't get along with that devotee very well. So Prabhuji said that don't do you ever feel um, envy or jealous or upset with your own hands? Have you ever said, oh, this is my left hand, it's not as active as my right hand, it's very lazy? Do you ever think that way? If you think, well, most of the people, those who are right-handers, they can think that my right hand is great, does most of the things, but my left hand is very lazy, not very efficient, doesn't work as good as my right hand. Should we feel bad about it? Do we give punishment? Do we have any envy, jealous, any bad feeling for our left hand? No. Why? Because it's my hand, right? Because it's my hand. We know that Krishna has given this hand the maybe the skills lesser than the right hand. So not that intentionally this hand is doing something wrong. This hand can only do what this hand can do. Similarly, to identify oneself with Krishna's devotees, you only feel bad or feel jealous, envy with someone, from someone, when you feel that that person is someone different than you. You will feel that hand is someone else's hands, and now you will feel bad. Same thing with children. Parents won't see the faults in their children, their own children, but it's easy to pick the faults in other children, even though the children have done the same thing. So the only thing, what is the easiest solution when you think there is no difference between me and him or her? The other Prabhujis, other Matajis, they are trying their best to serve. They can sometimes serve as a right hand, which is very efficient, very good. Sometimes they can only serve as a left hand, which is not as efficient, and they might make mistakes. We do make mistakes. So when we identify ourselves with Krishna's devotees, that we are same, we are working towards the same progress, we will not feel anything bad with anyone. This is accepting Krishna. Because of course, how do we serve Krishna? By serving Krishna's devotees. Right? Always feel inability without the help of Krishna. This is what we are saying in mantra 18, that we cannot, mantra 15 to 18, the whole theme is that we are at the mercy of the Lord. Doesn't really matter how much we do, we cannot claim it. We are at the mercy of the Lord. Always to think oneself inferior to Krishna, even though one may have full capacity to perform something on his own. Srila Prabhupada ji said it, Krishna judged me twice. Once when I didn't have anything. When I Amrendra Prabhuji, who delivers great sessions. He's going to deliver regular sessions during Kartik month on YouTube. So feel free to connect with Prabhuji. Prabhuji recently reminded all of us that during the journey of Jalduta, the cruise liner, which was actually for the luggage cargo ship, wasn't suitable for the humans as such, especially for somebody as old as Srila Prabhupada, nearly at the age of 70, and that's why Prabhupada had two heart attacks. And Prabhupada was there when Krishna tested him. Srila Prabhupada said it in his letters later, that when I didn't have anything, nothing, when I reached America, I didn't have anything. And I just prayed to Krishna, Krishna, if you got me here, there must be a reason. And I'm here if you want me to serve in any ways. That was the humility and the trust we are looking for. And then, right at the end, Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna judged me, tested me again when Krishna gave me everything. All the disciples everywhere, wherever he decided the temples were opening. He said, I felt like whatever I am asking for, Krishna is giving me. And then Krishna tested me there. That I always said this is due to the mercy of my own Guru Maharaji and Krishna. Never ever, Srila Prabhupada said, yes, of course, at the age of 70, I left everything to make this a success. Like a lot of time, the founder of any company will say that I'm a self-made man. Srila Prabhupada never said it. Srila Prabhupada always said it. This is due to the blessings of my Guru Maharaji. This is due to the mercy of my Lord. So we will see more. This is Vikarma, the sin. We have seen the three different variations. Chapter 3, Vikarma, which is negative, doing any kind of sin. Then the karma, which is a karma kanda, doing something good by expecting good in return, karma kanda. And then akarma, nishkam karma yoga. And this is when you do the karma, the karmas are in the form of yoga, that we are doing it and we are living it. Facility in human life, we have seen this, that everything and anything we do, it's we don't need to read these slides. We have done some of them and we have done all the topics. The mercy of the Lord, we have seen the example of Jatayu, that Jatayu helped Lord Rama. Different parts. So there are different parts, a lot of different. Many times Arjuna has asked, especially chapter 4 beginning, Arjuna asked Lord Krishna that you have explained this path, that path. No, because chapter 3 happened, Karma Yoga. He said, Gyan Yoga also you mentioned. Let me know exactly which marg is the best. Krishna said, well, even if you will come by Gyan Marg, you will reach to me. But Bhakti Marg is the superior to all. Krishna has said it in different form and shapes, many places in Bhagavad Gita, that this is better than that, this is better than that, but this is the best. So the picture depicts that you can take, other parts are taking the steps, staircase. You go, you might get tired, you will wait for a while, then you will start journey. Bhakti Marg is that you take the lift and you reach straight to me. That's Bhakti Marg. Of course, the only thing is it has to be a pure bhakti, and the whole process is just to purify ourselves. And we can take any path to purify ourselves. We do karma yoga to purify ourselves. We do the Gyan yoga. We study to purify ourselves. We do the yoga, Raj yoga. So we keep our body, because if the body is painful, then how come we can do the mala happily, right? So karma kand, jnana kand, upasana kand, which is some people just do the worship and all. So all of these marg, but the whole idea is that we need to purify ourselves. Our consciousness should get purified. Devotees are dear to the Lord. So as a part of the devotional service, what do? We just need to serve devotees in any way. Like I was saying, one of my fellow classmates who we did Bhakti Vaibhav together from Mayapur Institute online. And Prabhuji is a Bengali, native Bengali, used to live in Kolkata, and now he has moved to Mayapur. He lives in Mayapur, and he got in touch, and he would like me to serve. It's a great opportunity for me if I could serve in any form. Now, how will I serve to Krishna? I will serve to Krishna through him. He is a devotee and he's asking me, he's going to request me, he's going to instruct me, he's going to order me to do this. And it could be anything. And that's how I serve Krishna. That's how we serve Krishna. So how we serve Krishna? We serve Krishna by serving devotees. Now, Damodar month is coming. Damodar Leela, we do it at home. We invite others as well. If we ask anyone to offer the lamp in our home to Krishna, that's a great service. That's a great service. So that's one thing we can do. Sadhu Shastra and Guru Sadhu Shastra, we have always seen what the Guru and Sadhu will do. They will make the Shastras clear to us. This is what Srila Prabhupada ji has done it, made the Shastras available to us. Dealing with one's sins, temptations, and bad habit. We have seen this helpless defeat, struggle and success, and at the end, effortless success. Effortless success. And that's what we are looking for. And the example of the gym has been given. Initially, in the beginning, people, how many people you will see, number of times it says that in January, a lot and a lot of people, they book the subscriptions because in Christmas they eat a lot and New Year make a lot of resolutions. We all do spiritual and material resolution, but hardly maybe 10% of them able to continue. Those who continue or those who join. First of all, a lot of people make the resolution that we will join, but they don't join. Those who join, they go and struggle there, and after struggle they leave. And sometimes some of those they continue with the struggle and then they get the success of whatever success they have, whether they want to build up, whether they want to lose up, but they get the success after that. Others, those who struggled, got defeated, next year they will try again. And then they might get defeated again, but slowly, gradually, they keep struggling, and one day the success will be there. And at the end, it just becomes the part of your daily life. You go to the gym or do the yoga or do the mala, it doesn't feel that you are doing the effort. You really feel for it. You like to do it. His Holiness Keshav Maharaji said it that for first 2 years, I only did one mala every day. And he said, I'm so grateful for the devotees who senior Vaishnavas that they didn't they put up with me. They didn't leave me alone, saying that nothing will happen with him. For 2 years, he did not move from one to two malas. But we know once he got the taste, there's no stopping. And this is what we are looking for. Hindrance on the path, we have seen there are a lot of hindrances, a lot of obstacles. But if we will stay in the association of Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, we can move forward. Now, the conclusion is there. We will move to Chaitanya or to Radhesham Prabhuji's presentation. There are only 3 slides, I think, here. As we know, well, okay, this is another slide, but this is just how we move from one place to another. The main theme, if you'll see, the Lord purifies the conditioned souls of sinful reactions in order to allow them to advance in self-realization. So what we're saying that it's hard for us to wash away our sins, but the devotees can do it. Devotees can ask Krishna to do it. And that's the only way, that's the only way out for us. Lord also provides direction to those who are aspiring. Remember what we need? We only need the desire. We only need the desire, and then Krishna will facilitate. Path of self-realization, progress, fall down, best path. We have seen this, but we will see that again. So the progress, how the progress happen, when is it possible? Human form, Brahminical culture. First of all, we get human form. Lucky enough, all of us who are here, we got human form. But now, are we going to achieve those 26 qualities mentioned in chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita? Brahminical qualities. Remember, being Brahmin is not from birth, but from our activities. How to progress? Surrender to the Lord. That's how we progress. Praying for His causeless mercy, being associated with devotees, take part in devotional service. Hindrance, deviation from regulative principle. These are the hindrance. We take the four regulative principle and we follow, we stick. Vikarma, we do the sins. Don't do the sins. If we don't able to do good, at least the very first thing, cut down the bad. If for example, if we need to take good care of our body, if we don't do yoga or anything extra to maintain the body, at least don't go and start smoking or taking drugs or alcohol or whatever which is bad. So the first thing is cut down on bad, stop the bad, and then we are in a neutral where we can focus further and start positive. So stop the sins. How the fall down happens. When does he fall down? Devotee fall down. Pride of birth. A lot of time people say, I'm Brahmin. Neglect to acquire qualification. That we need to progress. We need to keep working. Not that I got a birth in this family. Oh, I got initiated now. It's a gradual process. Hope after fall down, I will get the birth again. Sometimes people say, oh, well, in this life, nothing happened. Hopefully, next time I will get a better birth. Well, but the better birth will happen based on this birth's karmas. So we are the ones who are deciding our own future birth. And the best outcome, the birth will not happen. There won't be any material birth. So, good Brahmin, this is what Bhagavad Gita explains. Good Brahmana family, rich merchants, aristocrat family, high society family. We will get that based on all our good deeds here. But we don't want that. First of all, there shouldn't be any desire to have the next material birth. Hatwang Maharaj, he had just won. He went to Indra. Indra needed him to fight, like Indra inquired many Nabhi as well. And there was Arjun also went to Indra to fight. So Khatwang Maharaj was there at Indra and he he won over the fight, the battle, the war was over. And all the demigods said, oh, well, because of you, we won. What do you want? He said, let me know when I'm going to die. They said, okay, you just have one moment and you're going to die. And the example is at that moment, he just left everything, all the desires in one moment, and he just surrendered himself to the Lord. And he got liberated. Antakale chamame. Right at the moment. He just had one moment, he made the great use of that moment. Parikshit Maharaj had the whole week. He made the best use of the whole week, hearing and listening. Remedial measures after fall down, surrender to the Lord, acting in his direction, shelter of devotees, a spiritual master, follow scripture. So, in just Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. That's it. Devotional service is the best part. How is devotional service is the best? I'll just give you the real example. Get associated with devotees, they will take you there. They will engage you. Surrender right in the beginning, not gradually. Right in the beginning, surrender. And then the process is gradual. Surpass all the preliminary stages. Lord takes the charge, free from sinful reactions, gets all good qualities. This will happen slowly. But these are kind of landmarks, milestones. Even dog eater can be qualified as Brahman, it says in Bhagavad Gita. Somebody who used to eat dogs, it says that's the there are six bad things, and this is one of the bad thing. It's been mentioned in Padma Purana. But even that person could acquire Brahminical qualities because the person will stop doing that and then start doing the devotional service. And again, we have many examples. Many. Valmiki ji is a great example of that. He used to be such a great dacoit, and then later on he became such a great rishi. A special offer for sincere devotees. So we just need to become devotees. Directions from within heart, Chaitanya Guru protects from wrong act. Chaitanya Guru always direct us, rectifies mistakes. We will make mistakes, but we will become humble enough to accept the mistake. This is the conclusion. We saw it before, but hearing and chanting the glories of the Lord is itself an act of pity. So, hearing, Shravanam, Kirtam. So, first is Shravanam, listening. Just keep listening. And today, these days, there are so many, so many options on YouTube Live. So, I will request. This is where we finish our Shri Ishopanishad. I know the time is just up, but if anybody would like to say anything, share anything, and I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you who inspired, who've been here with us. We had a long journey for Shri Ishopanishad. We completed 18 mantra. I hope you realize we went a lot in detail. We diverted few times to different topics. Then we came back to Shri Ishopanishad, and this is the conclusion, which Srila Prabhupada is saying that the devotees become fully enlightened by virtue of his devotional service. And thus he comes to know the path of the Lord and the way to attain him. As all doubts diminish, he becomes a pure devotee. So, what do we need to do? Devotional service. How do we do it? In association of devotees. So, that's the only thing required. The action need to do on a regular basis be in association of devotees. What needs to be done? Devotional service. What will happen? We will become pure devotee. The outcome is that Lord will be realized to us. In conclusion, that's all Chila Prabhupadaji's purpose on Shri Ishopanishad motivates and inspires us to do it. With all the blessings, all the mercy of the Lord. Hopefully, next week we will start Nectar of Instruction, which is from Rupa Goswamiji. And maybe we will do a session just on Rupa Goswamiji, just to understand who Rupa Goswamiji is, was, what he did, what was his contribution. And maybe we will have more respect for his Shastras, his conclusions, in form of his commentaries, Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, which we will do next. So thank you so much being there in this journey. And today successfully we completed Shri Ishopanishad 18 month class. With that, Shri Gurudev Maharaj ki jai, Shri
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Hare
Hare Krishna everyone. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandar pranams.
Hare
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for taking us through Isopanisad. Greatly appreciated your service, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Look forward to see you all next week.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.